All you Ford guys at. Here you go. I believe it's 1965 Lincoln. Suicide rear door. These cars are enormous. This is a big car right here, man. We're changing the colors of this car and doing all the body work, all the paint, all the prep, everything. Awesome possum right there. So a lot of things to look forward to on this car. Thing ready to go. Rory brought me a really cool tool. It's part of this right here. It's the paint stripper. A lot of people have told me about this and those. Now I had never ever had one, never bought one or anything like that. It put in work, I'll tell you that, because strip that there. Still took some time. It still took some time. They're not magic, but it is definitely easier and the best way to do it for sure with that little tool right there. Just push down on it. One thing, if you're gonna use one of these, I do want to point out that it makes a lot of heat. So just be careful, be safe, and don't heat up the panels too much. So we got the car pretty much stripped. What I needed to strip, mostly just the black is all I'm really worried about. One problem this car did have, and I did notice, was right here. See those cracks? It's never a good sign. Got a couple here, a couple there. So I'm guessing that there's some bodywork, body filler under there. That's no good. So we got to cut this all back and see what's under there and see how we can repair it. Hopefully there's not a whole lot of rust or a bad panel that somebody else did. I guess we'll peel it back, see what we get. Oh man. We got problems. Yeah. Yep. Oh, you got some splaining to do, Lucy. Oh, shit. Everybody got a little western. Look at that.
All the way down. Wow. Why do they think they can use that much filler, man?
I don't know. Is that wild or what? I kind of want to call George over here and have him look at it. We can fix it, but...
No, yeah.
This reminds me of the Impala.
Yeah, was that how bad it was?
It was worse. The Impala was way worse.
Yeah, I didn't actually see that.
So I might actually
finish paint.
So I'll probably just cut this out.
Yeah,
Put new metal.
Yep. It's gonna be your best bet.
Cut it out and redo it.
Yeah,
for sure. I'm not gonna try and repair that. Be there longer, messing with that and trying to get it out. Then I can just, because it looks good here. It looks good here. So if we could just cut it out and make that solid, I think it'll be better. It is digging though right there. Look at that.
Yeah, that's deep. That's just too much filler, bro. You're asking for cracks, especially when they leave holes in it like that.
It's got a cool little body line right there. I want to keep it. Yeah. Make sure it's nice and straight. Yeah. That one seems better. Yeah.
That is right there.
Right there. This is filler though. Yeah, we'll dig it all out and make sure. And what I'm seeing is, see how the green is under here too?
Yeah.
The black was an after thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe the paint started peeling or something.
Yeah.
So then they put the black on it.
No, I agree.
And then it just continued to peel because it's all down the center, up there, here, and on the hood. I got the hood over here. You can see where it peeled. You can see where the hood just peeled all that away. So we'll take it down even further than this. Make sure we get it good sealed up. And then leave as much here as I can because we're going to weld to that. And then I only need to go up to about right there. And then take all of this badness out of there. So that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to start cutting that out with the trusty death wheel and That should be it. Yahtzee! Yeah, look at that junk in there. Got to get rid of that. Yeah, a little bit. Cut out. I got this all blown out and all the junk out of there. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some Rust-Oleum real quick underneath. Then I got this traced out, just like that. Just squeezed it down, traced it out, cut it out. All right, got that all painted off in there. Gonna let that dry today for the rest of the day. Got my piece bent. Use the old trusty V-bore. It's really the first time I really got to put it to work for a project, so that's cool. Anyways, now got this all dry and ready to go. It's the next day. Got my panel here that I made last night and got it sprayed and stuff and ready to go. It's kind of a two-part bend, if you can see that. Bend there and a bend right there to match that body line there to it, but I think something like that, see how it naturally curves down? It's starting to round down right there and then it drops. So that way it just doesn't flatten out right there, but it is tapered a little bit downwards towards this body line. So hopefully that really makes it, there we go. If I can get it in there just right, hopefully that makes it look the same. See how it's a little crooked looking? Just because it's following that line there. That's what I'm really concentrating on in that second bend. There's two bends there, and I want to try and capture that the best that I can. There you go, look at that, see? I think that's gonna fall right into place. I have my welder set a little hot right now on 16 gauge. I'll probably move it down to 20 gauge once we get really rolling and just watch the temperature, watch the heat. And what I found is it goes so much faster when you can do multiple tacks like that, 2 or 3 or 4 in a row, then move. As long as you're not pumping too much heat into it where it's shrinking and getting warpage, you should be good to go. Just grabbing my pliers, just giving a little bend right there at the end where I think that body line is. There's a body line right there. It's got to carry on over into here. That's all I'm doing. Just going around really lightly, and then I'm taking the body hammer and then just body hammering that around where it kind of stays the same. See how we're starting to get that body line in there? Just taking the pliers real lightly, just getting that in there, and then I come back with the body hammer and dolly, and I can kind of push that, make it smooth, make it all kind of the same, and tie into this here that is cut. I cut it right along that seam, so as long as I can get right back to that, we should be good to go, and it should look nice and uniform. So as I'm going, I'm kind of feeling like I have a dip right here, right there. So I got the old Howlin Dent Puller 5000, and I'm gonna pull up on this just a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm not gonna pull on it hard. I just need it to kind of grab a hold and pull that before I get too crazy, right there. I don't know if you can see it on camera or not. I need it to kind of do that more. Just like that. Yeah, okay. Maybe one right there. Got just a little dip right there. Just working the problem as I see it here. Whew, that burned my leg. All right. There. That's actually coming out and staying out too. Yeah, that is much better. That is much better. Might have to cut this one right here a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna cut this tack right here, and I can get that to completely come out where I want it. Grab a hold, little buddy. There, if it'll stay right there. Stay there, buddy, stay there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is much, much better, and my body line is a lot better too. Go and cut in, make it fit, and make it come out the same. As long as I can get this to be the same as this and this, all where it's nice and smooth, I don't feel no dip. I mean, to me, that's a win. That's where we're at. We're still gonna have to body fill it or skim it with some body filler, just the tiniest little bit. And then once we primer and block it, you will never, ever see this repair. So, all right, sorry guys. Just got busy welding there. So I ran out of welding gas, went and got some welding gas, shielding gas, whatever you want to call it. I just run mix. So I went and did that. As soon as I got back, I noticed my air conditioner wasn't running, or my swamp cooler, and had to mess with that. And I don't know if it's just because it's a hot day, it's like 100 degrees a day, but it kicked off. I messed with the wires a little bit, got it to kick back on, and it's running now, so I don't know what happened there. So anyways, a little distracted day, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and I want this done today. I want it. Really comes out good. Just a little slick of body filler. Probably gonna do fiberglass first. Just a thin layer of fiberglass filler, just to make sure for strength and everything. And then maybe just a very small skim of body filler over this. And then our primer and seal it up. And this thing's gonna be good to go. Happy with that. Got a little more welding maybe I need to do right here, make that little lip, but that is falling right in line too. As you can see, just comes right around and down. It's built out, it's got the little bend in it right there, and then it's welded here. So that is gonna be strong. All right, so I got to digging around, move the car, look at all that. You might be able to tell what I found. It was impressive. It was very impressive on how they did this, but not good. But it was all the more impressive. How this has never cracked or broke, I don't know. I just happened to stumble upon it, but this is what you find sometimes when you do classic cars that have already been restored at one point. Check that out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Looks like that whole rocker is smoked. Not to mention, found a nice little rust hole that they bondoed over. Just straight bondo in there, covering that. Okay, update. So I do believe that the body of the Lincoln does do that a little bit. So what they did is they customized this car and they made it flat. But they did it by using 10 gallons of body filler. You can fill in here, I can't show you, you can fill in here that body line. So there is a body line there. Now most of the pictures that I've seen, there's a chrome piece on here, so it hides that anyways. So it's hard to get a definite yes, but I am more than sure because it's so uniform. It's so uniform everywhere. It's the same exact everywhere. It's not a dent, which I thought it was. I thought it was until I got to about here, and I was like, wait, man, there's something going on. So I reached my hand up in here. So right there is that body panel, right? In there, you can see it's a part of the metal itself. This has all got to be dug out of there, and that's why I put it up on the lift right here. We're gonna check all the rocker panels, all the quarter panels, all the rocker panels. We're gonna check everything. We're gonna go around the lip of everything to make sure, because I want this car nice. And I was like, well, and then I stumbled upon that, and I was like, you know what? Let's come down here. So this is where I started. I was coming down here, sanding this away, Got real deep there, and I was like, huh, let's try it right here. No metal, no metal. And I kept grinding down, grinding down. Finally I hit metal, and man, it's really deep there. Like I said, when a car's already been restored, you never know what you're gonna get, and this is a part of that. So okay, check this out. The rocker panel is in really good shape. Look at that thing. There it is. There's the body. Well, what's really bad about that is we go to the other side. This side is the same way. Nice and smooth. So that means I got to dig this side out too. Man, I did not know that body line was there for these cars, or else I'd have been like, okay, that's a no-brainer, right? I never would have imagined somebody would have filled that like that. That is crazy. But the one really good thing is that, see right there, you can really see that body line. That is wild to me. That is wild to me. And I was like, man, I was grinding this way, and I was like, man, it's like in the same spot. Perfectly. Like it's meant to be there. But there's no rust. You guys are seeing it right here. I show you my fills, my everything. This is one of them things that I was like, man, that just looks too uniform of a crease to be, to not supposed to be there, you know? It's beautiful. That is crazy. But anyways, yeah. So, look at this. Look at that. That was all right there. And then this is, I'm guessing, is where the clips went for the chrome. It looks like there's a bolt that went through here, and it's welded up. They just never ground it off because they knew they were going to bury it. So whoever did this car before me, and you're watching this, come on, man. Come on. You know what you did. Now we gotta basically make sure every inch of this car is legit, because yeah. Think, okay? You tell me what you think. Had to get, see, it's that's the original body line.
Yeah.
And they just covered it.
Yeah.
Made it flat. Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, that's really
no good.
Man, that's a lot of bondo.
A lot of bondo, both sides.
I would just go back to the original.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call the owner and make sure that's not something that he loved about this car.
I don't think. He wants it more. I guarantee.
Original, yeah. They filled the hole, but they didn't grind it off because they knew they were gonna.
Yeah, and I knocked that down and make it smooth.
Yeah.
You know, try to get it smooth as you can. Oh. Yeah, that's what they did. They try to make it smooth. And if you were going to do that, just make a new piece.
Yeah, exactly. Cut it in.
Yeah, just cut it and weld it off.
Have you ever seen that? I was like, wait, that's the body. I reached in this fender over here.
Yeah.
You can feel it on the inside.
I would just grind it out. Yeah, that's crazy. And I would leave the body line, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I want to know who did it so I could learn how to do it. That's
I know, and it didn't crack.
Yeah, no, that's...
I don't know. Yeah, I was like, damn, that's impressive.
Yeah.